all of us have to learn to be positive. We can't. So I see there are three types of people in life. One type of person is who says, I call them suffering Sita. They're only suffering. I have so many problems in life. Oh my God, I've got, I've got a horrible family, or my boss is horrible. Oh, I could have done so much better if I was studying in English medium school. Oh, I could have done so much better if I had support from my husband. Oh, my mother-in-law is not helping me. So they are only crying. And once you decide to be a victim, no, life also treats you like a victim. These are problems, 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 problems. Then there are other type of people who don't take their own decisions. तो लाइफ में जैसे एक होता है ना, रोड पे जा रहा है तो विक्टिम है जो रोता रहता है, हाय मेरी प्रॉब्लम, कितनी प्रॉब्लम है, सुबह से शाम तक उसको प्रॉब्लम ही होती है. दूसरा होता है जो बाई स्टैंडर होता है, लाइफ चलती जाती है एंड दे आर जस्ट स्टैंडिंग. व्हाट कुड आई डू, आई गॉट मैरिड. व्हाट कुड आई डू, माई हस्बैंड टोल्ड मी नॉट टू वर्क. व्हाट कुड आई डू, आई नेवर गॉट द अपॉर्चुनिटी यू वुड हैव गॉट, अपूर्वा मैम. दे बिकम बाई स्टैंडर्ड्स. मेरी लाइफ तो मेरे हाथ में है ही नहीं ना, किसी और के हाथ में. देन नेचुरली जो डिसीजंस दूसरे लोग ले रहे हैं, द चॉइसेस अदर पीपल आर मेकिंग फॉर यू, दोज आर द चॉइसेस यू गो एंड मेक, यू फॉलो. तो तुम्हारी लाइफ, वन लाइफ गॉड हैज गिवन यू, बट यू हैव नॉट टेकन कंट्रोल, यू हैव गिवन इट अवे. मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ. द थर्ड टाइप ऑफ पर्सन इज द पर्सन हु इज द हीरोइन ऑफ हर स्टोरी. Have you seen any movie where the woman who wins ultimately is not taking charge? No, na. So how can you be the heroine of your story? Okay, I will decide. I will decide what I want to do in my life. Nobody else will make my choice. I'm the heroine. I'm not the victim. I'm not the bystander के साइड में खड़ी हूँ और सफर ही करती रहती हूँ, लाइक सीता. पुराने जमाने में सफरिंग सीता सफर ही करती रहती थी, सफर ही करती रहती थी. आई विल बी द वन हु विल कंट्रोल माई डेस्टिनी. दैट इज द चॉइस heroines make. And therefore, when in anything that you do, you can't be the victim, you can't be the bystander, you have to be the heroine of your story. And the heroine of their story are extremely positive people. तुमने देखा होगा amongst your own friends circle, देखा होगा there's one person who's same circumstance, same background, same family type, same school, same institute, but one is, that always pavam. Oh, poor thing, pavam. She also thinks she's very pavam. All problems with me only. And same circumstance, the other one is saying, no, मैं ये कर सकती हूँ, मैं ये भी कर सकती हूँ, मैं कोशिश करती हूँ, let me try. So on this, I want to tell you one more story. When I was studying in Stella Maris College in Chennai, okay? And Stella Maris always taught us that you have to also play sports. It is all healthy mind, healthy body. So I was playing, I started playing hockey. And surprisingly, because I'm not a very sporty person, I got selected for my school, college team, then for my university team, then for our state team. So I was playing for Tamil Nadu. And we went in the nationals to play there. Now, if you see, when we were playing for Tamil Nadu, the Chennai team was always the heroines. We used to win every match. So when we went to play for nationals, we went with this lot of confidence. हम तो जीत जाएंगे. I mean, we are the heroines of Tamil Nadu hockey, and we went to play the match. But when we went there, we were playing against Punjab, against Assam, against Haryana, and let me tell you, all those teams were far more superior than we were. So the first match खेला हमने, so we lost 7-0. Second match खेला against Assam, lost again 11-0. So we were keeping on losing, and I was the goalkeeper. And when we used to lose the thing, I used to blame myself only. Okay, hi, it is my fault. We are losing this all these matches by 11-0, 7-0, only because of me, because I'm letting the ball go through. But the fact is, the whole team was outnumbered. The whole team was poor naturally, ना नहीं तो इतने सारे balls इधर ही रहते थे. They never used to leave our D only. इधर ही धाड़ 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 धाड़. We used to keep on getting hit. Now final match was left. Okay, so all of us knew we are going to lose. It was obvious. But फिर भी our coach and our captain said, "Come on, girls, let's try. मेहनत करते हैं. Push yourself. Let's at least give them a good fight." Next morning, all of us are getting up and we are, the coach is pumping us up. Give a good fight, girls. It's the last match of the day. Do, do, do. And everybody is warming up and getting ready, etc., etc. Only me. Only I'm standing in the corner and crying. Oh no, it was because of me that we are losing. I don't think we'll win this match. What is the point? What is the point? And then when we went to play the match, my captain came and said, "Why aren't you warming up?" So I'm telling her, "Oh, what is the point? We have lost. We are going to lose. We are going to lose. What is the point in warming up? What is the point in trying?" So when the team, the team gets decided before just when you're entering the field. So when the team was getting decided, the coach kept the same team except me. She dropped me and took the second goalkeeper. So I didn't play the final match because she said, "Apurva, you sit on the bench, go and the second goalkeeper will play." Acha. Now what happened? They lost that match also. Because it was, again, we were playing against a very, very good team. Now understand this. The match they lost, in spite of the fact that they dropped me and somebody else came, it's not that changing the goalkeeper made any difference. But you know what that coach told me, and it was a very, very important lesson all of us have to learn. The coach told me, "Apurva, see, we lost the match, but I dropped you not for any other reason, not because you're not a goalkeeper, not because you're not a good hockey player. I dropped you because in your mind you had lost the match, even before we tried. So I don't want 10 people who are trying and one person who has lost the game in her mind. I want all 11 players to try, despite the fact that we may lose, but I wanted all people to try. You had lost in your mind. That's why I dropped you." Think about it. Kitna powerful lesson, no? So powerful. Okay. Many times, before we even try out anything in life, we have lost our battle in our mind. And that is the most important battlefield. That is the most important place where we have to say we will win. Then we should go and try. बट पहले से तुम दिमाग में, मेरा तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता, मैं तो बेचारी हूँ, मैं तो पावम हूँ, मेरा nothing can happen, nothing will happen with me in my life. I'll have to constantly struggle. I'll have to struggle. I'm not lucky. We have already lost our battle. Whereas we say, okay, so everybody's life is like this. किसी की life थोड़ी ज़्यादा better होती है, थोड़ी कम होती है. God has given some talents to somebody, some other talents to somebody. Each one of us, God has given some talent to. What is the talent I have? How do I utilize it? And how will I win? That is what you have to think about. And first you have to win here. Then you go out in life and win. And I think that's what Jaya did very well. The last point I want to make to you, which again I think is something that Jaya would have done well, is hard work. So many times I see these girls who come and work with me, why they leave once they get married? Because marriage, bringing up children and working is very hard. तो ठीक है ना, मैं घर पे बैठती हूँ, husband will earn. But as I told you, तुम घर पे बैठोगे, you'll end up just being the house manager who cooks and takes care of her children. That respect will go away because you're not earning. Girls leave that stage because it's a lot of hard work. Because reality is not many husbands help at home. They go to work and come back. It's women who pick up double labor. बाहर का काम भी करना, घर का काम भी करना, बच्चों को भी संभालना, everything they do. But that's okay because we have chosen to be independent, right? So that's okay. But lots of girls run away from that hard work. And I'll tell you something, whatever age you are at, wherever you are in life, you are a CEO, you are running an institute, you are running a sales team, you are running a family, you are running a career, कुछ भी लाइफ में कर रहे हो, hard work is a given. Constantly trying, constantly doing मेहनत, कोशिश करना is a given. I was talking to Koshi yesterday about his day during the lockdown, and he starts his day at 7 a.m. in the morning and finishes at 12 in the night because he has clients सारी जगह. Now you can turn around and say, Koshi तो अभी now he's reached a senior level. Apurva now she is the head of an organization. वो लोगों से काम कराएगी. वो क्यों करेगी? But I do as much मेहनत as anybody in my organization. Koshi does as much मेहनत because if you want to do well in life, मेहनत करना ही है, कोशिश करनी ही है. I don't know how many of you know Hindi, but there is a lovely poem in Hindi that we learnt in school. I'll just say it. I hope you understand it, which is कोशिश करने वाले की हार नहीं होती. नन्ही चींटी जब दाना लेकर चढ़ती है, चढ़ती दीवारों से 100 बार फिसलती है. मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस भरता है, चढ़कर गिरना गिरकर चढ़ना ना अखरता है. आखिर उसकी मेहनत बेकार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वाले की हार नहीं होती. So when people ask me, who do you think is the most courageous animal? I don't say lion or bear, or I say ant. Because if you see her, and that's what the poem is, the ant keeps on climbing, falls off. She takes a piece of grain, keeps on climbing, falls off the wall. Keeps climbing, falls. Keeps climbing, falls. Because the piece of that food item that she's picked up is bigger than her. They pick up 3 times their weight, na? You know that, na? ऊपर नीचे. Finally, एक दफा वो चढ़ भी जाती है वॉल. 10 दफा गिरेगी, 100 दफा गिरेगी, पर मन का विश्वास, what I told you, your positive mind, that will tell you. मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस भरता है. That mental belief in ourselves, रगों में साहस भरता है, हमको courage देता है to do more. So that mental belief will give you courage to do more, and one day you will succeed. Not the first time, not the second time. So you pass, you finish, you go for interviews. You may do 10 interviews, you'll do 50 interviews. 51st interview, you will get a job, no? But after the first one only you don't try, then kya fayda? So try till you succeed. And that can only happen if we have belief in ourselves and that we have courage about ourselves. And wo courage, wo bravery, that will only come from a positive mindset. So positive mindset and perseverance. These are the 2 thoughts I want to leave behind with you. Positive mindset and perseverance. कोशिश करने वाले की हार नहीं होती. And the third thing is, remember Jaya's story. 5 obstacles and still she won the Chairman's Award. 5 steps behind in the race, but still she won the Chairman's Award. That's all I want to tell you right now. I'm happy. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. If the faculty wants to ask me anything on behalf of the students, I'll try and answer.
Hi, Apurva. I'm Matthew, with his friend, and I live in Cochin. I help him in here. So I was just trying to say, since I'm the coordinator for this event, I'm just trying to say, if any one of you want to, please unmute your mic and ask your question. 1. Second, Apurva, if you have time,
Yeah.
I would like you also to give a small insight about your books which you have written, which if you have time
Yeah, of course I have time.
before they start asking the questions.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Matthew. So basically, just as I said in the beginning, I very strongly believe that young girls such as yourself will change the world. They will change the world for their families. They will change the world for the country. They will change the world they will change the overall world. And I wrote both the books. The first book is called Lady, You're Not a Man. The second book is called Lady, You're the Boss. So इसमें मैंने both the books, what I've tried to talk to young girls like yourself and give tips कि कैसे, if you want to, if you intend to work and have a family, how do you do well in both? तो क्या success mantras हैं, तुम क्या क्या सीख सकते हो to ensure that you have a happy married life and a successful career, and you maximize your potential. As I said, all of us have some talents and skills. How do I maximize them? So what are the small lessons? And the most important lessons through the book I've tried to say is A, only you should make the choice. कपड़े क्या पहनने हैं, खाना क्या खाना है, शादी किसके साथ करनी है, काम कहाँ करना है, you should make your choice. So the choice has to be in your hand. The second, not in people around you. The second thing is that you don't have to then start to take decisions. You don't have to become man-like. That's why I'm saying, lady, you're not a man. You don't have to follow what the boys do, your brother does, your husband does. You, as a woman, should, on terms of being a woman, should succeed. Because women have, as I said right in the beginning, have some special skills that men don't have. And the world will become a better place if both men and women work together as partners. So that's the two books with special tips for girls such as yourselves. I would recommend Lady, You're Not a Man, the first book. Lots of lessons in that. So it's there in English, it's there in Hindi, it's there in Telugu, and in Marathi.
So will you be doing it in Tamil as well, Apurva, for us?
The publishers decide what languages work for them, but the English version is written just as I spoke, very, very practical, not gyan, not global gyan, very practical.
Right.
Yeah.
I think there's a question from Stephanie asking how you became successful. So if you want to just give us a little bit on that.
Okay, so successful. I think any woman can become successful. When people ask me this question, my answer is I don't have any special talent, skill, anything.
Question here. Just want to interject. Stephanie is one of our older students. She had joined when she was a young girl. She came from Odisha. She did her graduation. She was one of the 3 members who went to do the MBA program. Remember, one girl came with you?
Yes.
So she sort of stayed back and she went to a nearby MBA college. We don't have a college there. And she has agreed to be with us for some more time. So she has decided that, she has a role to play in helping the others like her.
Wow.
Through what she has achieved. So if you give her the right kind of input to do something more, she will really be thankful to you. And I'm sure that she will be able to do something really wonderful for the campus and probably later in her life, wherever she goes.
So thank you. That was the interjection was worth it, Koshi, because I can answer accordingly. But firstly, Stephanie, why are you asking me how successful I've been? You are an epitome. You are the role model who has been successful. So we should ask you this question. But just to help you along your journey, which will be immensely successful, and your journey of helping others around you, I think the thought that I want to leave with you is, when you ask me why were you successful, firstly, I'll tell you that I never thought I was anything special, and I don't think any person who's successful has some extra talent or extra skill or extra opportunity. All of us start the race practically at the same line. Now, what makes people succeed and what stops them from succeeding? So I've already given you the 2 tips. One is that positive mindset. The other one is the fact that keep trying, never give up, never give up. The third thing is, I find people who have been successful now are people who take accountability for their action. So इसमें भी एक कहानी है, which is, you know, when there is a small child and when he loses a ball, he comes home and tells his mother, Mama, the ball got lost. The ball got lost. I mean, ball ka apna hi dimag tha, wo ball got lost. So the mama runs around and gets him a new ball. Don't cry, baby. Here's a new ball. When that boy grows up a bit, the child grows up a bit, and now he loses the ball. This time he comes back and says, Mama, I lost the ball. Jab chota bachcha tha, he used to say, Mama, the ball got lost. When he grows up, he says, I lost the ball. क्या difference है इसमें? इसमें ये difference है कि when he's saying I lost the ball, he's accepting responsibility कि मेरी वजह से हुआ जो बॉल खोया, बॉल अपने आप से नहीं खोया. And this taking responsibility, this taking accountability of your life is, according to me, the third mantra of success. When I say कि मेरी वजह से जो भी हो रहा है मेरी लाइफ में, you know what it is? It gives a very positive message. It tells me, अच्छा मेरी वजह से हो रहा है कुछ, then I have to find the solution. If दुनिया की वजह से हो रहा है, यूनिवर्स की वजह से हो रहा है, फेट की वजह से हो रहा है, बैड लक की वजह से हो रहा है, then you will not find solution ना. You will just sit. मैं क्या करूं, दुनिया की वजह से हो रहा है. But if you say मेरी वजह, जो भी मेरी लाइफ में हो रहा है, whatever is happening to me in my life is because of me, then I will find a solution. है ना? So Stephanie, you have already decided this, okay? Whatever is happening in my life has happened because of me. I did well. Even your successes are because of you. मैंने किया, therefore I succeeded. I worked like this. I pushed myself to do MBA. Therefore I succeeded. Now I want to help other people understand this. So you have taken, and that's what successful people, that's what leaders do. I take responsibility for whatever is happening around me. And because I'm taking responsibility, I will find the solution. Bhagwan aake nahi dega solution. Dunya aake nahi degi solution. Fate will not come and solve your problem. You have to solve it. So first, for that, you have to take responsibility. And I think these are the 3 mantras in life.
There are some questions in the chat box. Can I read it out to you? One is from our friend Bittu in Mumbai only. She says, Ma'am, sometimes the families have a strong opinion against the decisions made by a girl to pursue her career. How can we win this hurdle?
Very good question, very practical question, and very real question also. This is true. This is true. You know, I can sit here and give all this speech, positive mindset, but we have to battle a bigger environment around us. And it is true. Typically, there's a lot of pressure. And it happens to everybody. It happens to me. It happens to my friends. It happens to the new girls who have started working. Why you want to work now? Take care of the children. Why you want to work? Your husband is earning enough for both of you. Why you want to work? Your family life will get compromised. ये सब questions आएंगे. And हर औरत के साथ, हर लड़की के साथ ही आता है. So it's not one person who's suffering. Everybody faces this. Why you want society is because society is thinking of you as the mother and the wife. They are not thinking of you as a person who can earn. So how do you combat this? What do you go and tell your families? I think I've understood this when I see other women, that the best way to answer this question with your family is to be able to tell them the financial advantage. I think everybody understands. See, आज की तारीख में देखो कितनी, what the world is going through, so much trouble and trauma. इसमें the real fact is that organizations which will do well are the organizations which have enough cash in their bank. The organizations that are in debt or they don't have money, those organizations will collapse. Similarly, the families who are going to do well in this crisis or manage this crisis better is families with dual incomes. Because just yesterday, somebody sent me a message that the husband has lost his job. Luckily, the wife is working, so they are okay. Where the wife was not working, when the husband has lost his job, what are they doing? They are suffering much more. So this कि मैं काम करूंगी तो मेरी फैमिली के लिए अच्छा है, डबल इनकम मेरे बच्चों को बेटर लाइफस्टाइल देगा. That conversation, why one day something happens and my husband loses his job, something happens and I have to become independent, what will I do? I will just be a burden around. So I don't want to be any burden anywhere. I think those conversations we need to have.
Yeah. The next question is from Dr. Tirumurthy. He teaches in our education college. Yeah, he has two questions, and I will just say, how are you managing your family and your business? Kindly share your personal experiences.
So, as I said, it is very hard work. If you want to have a career, it is very hard work because you have to manage work, you have to also manage home, and the pressure of home management, 70% is on the woman, 30% is on the man. Luckily for me, I had two things happened. One, I had a lot of support from my husband. Both of us were studying in the same institute as Koshi, passed out, and he has always, and I have always said that I'm going to work, and he has always been very supportive at home. So, for example, the cooking, etc. I don't know how to cook. He knows. So all that, there has been a lot of support. The second thing is that you have to prioritize what is important. So focus karna bahut important hai. So for me, working was very important. So as a consequence, I don't have a social life. I don't have too many friends. I don't go for parties because time hi kidhar tha, kaam aur ghar. Third, socialize karne ka, but a big friend circle banane ka nahi time tha. So I chose to sacrifice that. So if you want to do well in something, you have to pick up what you want to focus on, and you have to sacrifice what you think is not important. You can't do everything, and that's how you will succeed.
Will you have time for few more questions?
Of course, please. No issues.
Okay. Then one of our professors from the Arts College, she has actually made a statement, but it is I will read it out for you.
Yes.
She says, I also strongly believe that women have special powers, but successful women, she says, from my experience, lose their family life, and the society will realize this after she crosses the age of 48. I don't know.
What happens? Successful woman will?
She says that. It's very confusing. Society. She says that but it does not gel with the society life after we cross the age of 48. That's what she says.
I think it basically means that the society comes to understand and acknowledge that only after she has crossed the age of 48.
She's been very specific about 48.
I don't know if it has to do with menopause, with crossing that barrier as well.
So my answer is
also the next line is, so as a woman, I feel always a question mark.
Yes.
In question mark.
Yes. So you are right also. I wouldn't say 48 specifically, but you're right that as you get older, that's when society starts recognizing that what you did was right. Before that, society is always putting pressure on you. So understand why that is happening. Because from the age of 20 to the age of around 50, you are in that phase where you are rearing children, right? Bringing them up, getting them settled. After around 45, 48 is when you are an empty nester. बच्चे बड़े हो गए हैं, शादी हो गई है, चले गए हैं college, then that's the time you're free, and then nobody's questioning you. At the stage when you are a wife and a mother, society wants that to be your primary role, because that's history, na? For generations, for centuries, ever since mankind started, woman was supposed to be the nurturer, घर का जो ध्यान रखेगी, बच्चों को संभालेगी. Husband was supposed to be the hunter. Now suddenly woman is becoming hunter. So society is getting little hassle कि ये क्या हो गया? तुम भी हंट क्यों करने लग गए? हस्बैंड हंट कर रहा है ना, तुम घर पे बैठ के नर्चरर बनो. So this is a change, and it will take very long for society to acknowledge that. So that is why the most difficult phase of your life is between 25 to 45, where there's a lot of pressure from society to say, bring up your children, take care of your children. But equally, that is a time where your career will take off. So you can't do that. You have to say, yes, I will bring up my children, but I will also bring up my career. You have to say that.
Some of the other questions are almost similar to what you answered.
Okay.
But there is one question from Minnie Kurian and her daughter Anne. How do we stand positive in all circumstances?
Yeah. So that's again very correct, very practical question, and a difficult question to answer, because yes, we will get inspired and motivated, and Apurva will come and talk to you, then you will feel all charged up. But there are so many things every day in our lives. There are so many challenges we face. So kya karenge? How do we stay positive? So my answer is as follows, that देखो challenges सबकी life में आते हैं. कोई भी ऐसा नहीं है जिसको कोई problem नहीं हुई है. किसी का कभी career में problem नहीं हुई है, family life में problem नहीं हुई है. कुछ ना कुछ तो happens to everybody. All we can do is not think of, the big challenges and say, okay, I will handle it. If I have a crisis, I will be positive. Positivity is like a muscle. हम कैसे जब weight training करते हैं, या कैसे जब हम कहते हैं कि हमको अपने आप को strengthen करना है, तो हम रोज exercise करते हैं ना, कि अच्छा मेरे arms को strengthen करना है. So every day we are exercising our arms. I think that is the time that in that way you have to exercise this positive muscle every day. So every day you get up in the morning, and I tell my girls, get up in the morning, don't get up, oh my god kaisa din hai, oh my god it's raining, ab main kaise office jaungi, ye hoega. Get up every morning, look at yourself in the mirror and say ke acha today dekhte hain kya hoega. I am the heroine of my story, I'll handle it. Put on your lipstick. When you're putting on your lipstick, say I can do everything, and then go out. So you have to exercise that muscle of being positive, and for that you have to keep on telling your mind all the time, okay, listen, you're becoming negative, come, let's look at the positives around. कुछ ना कुछ तो positive सबकी life में होएगा ना. There is positive and negative, सबकी life में होता है. So instead of focusing on the negative, say okay, let me look at positive. Get up and अच्छा आज तो what a lovely breeze. So बारिश हो रही है. What a lovely breeze. Thank God that I have my friend along with me. Thank God I have my parents here. Thank God I have my health. Thank God I have been given this choice to get educated in a fine institute. Gratitude for the good things in your life is a very, very important way to stay positive. Gratitude for the good things in your life. And whether 1, whether 5, whether 10, you will have something good in your life. So when you see your mind becoming negative, pick up and look around and say, what is the positive, and be thankful for that.
Will you have time? It is 10:20.
I can take one more question.
Okay. That is one lady has asked, who has inspired you most? And one other question is, how do we stand against an obstacle in your life?
So the second question on the obstacle, I will answer again by repeating the same things, that the obstacles you can only handle, as I said, by always being very clear of your convictions, what you believe in, not what the world believes in, what your family believes in. What do you believe in? The moment you ask yourself that question, and then you say, I should have the courage. What I believe in, I will follow through. If I believe in ABC, I will overcome the obstacles. So the first thing is, you have to decide what you believe in, not what the world is telling you, what you believe in. And who's inspired me? I think a lot of people inspire me when I see them. When I hear stories about Stephanie, that inspires me. When I hear stories about Jaya, that inspires me. In my personal life, my mother has been a big inspiration, because she was always, in that age, women were totally not encouraged to work, etc., etc. But she's always been a teacher herself. And she's always made us want to be self-reliant. She's pushed me. So she's 80 years old and one of the most positive persons I know. So she inspires me a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, I think this also is very interesting. I think I should say that. One last question. Divya, she says, please share your views on feminism. Typically, when a woman speaks, everybody will ask this question.
Correct.
Feminism, what's your views?
So feminism, for me, feminism is nothing but the fact that we have to understand both men and women are equal. Nobody is superior, nobody is inferior, both of them are equal. And if we treat men as equal, and if society treats women as equal, that is feminism for me.
So I think, Matthew, that's about all. I think.
That's about. Thank you. Liz, over to you to say the vote of thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Matthew. So, Apurva, that I think we can all agree has been a very, very warm, very inspiring session that you have shared. It's great that the young ladies as well as the faculty and everybody has had an opportunity to share this space with you and understand the kind of lessons in life that you have inculcated to take you where you are today. Yeah. I think from financial independence to being accountable for ourselves, hard work, all of this, if you encapsulate it, it would entail meaning running a marathon rather than running a short race.
Well said.
So thank you very much for sharing your marathon, your story with us, and for giving our girls encouragement and inspiring all the young ladies and all our faculty over here. We hope that the seed that has been planted today will definitely take them further and help us to introspect as well.
Yes.
When things are not going well, I think if you try, it's great. And add that little bit of introspection so that you move on from where you have gone wrong as well.
Well said.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Apurva, and we hope we can have you here again on the space.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me here, and I hope you will do extremely well in life, and God bless all of you.
Thank you, Apurva.
Koshi,
it was wonderful.
over to you.
Thanks.
Koshi, over to you. I just missed one small thing. Apurva, you can see that only about 128 participants, but 100 students are actually joined remote. So you have spoken to about 250 people now.
Oh, how nice. I hope it has been useful for everybody.
Very, very, very.
Yeah. Koshi, over to you, Koshi.
Thank you, Apurva. There's nothing much to say. Except to say thank you again.
Thank you, Koshi. Thank you, Liz. Bye. All the best to all of you. Bye.